I forgot to log in, and then I forgot to go to the scene and pop up my model. Hello! Welcome everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood reindeer, Kendra Kendrillian at your service, and I shall say, have a wonderful Monday. Peace! Thanks for stream. Yeah, jokes aside. Hello, Booba Sweat. Hello, Soul Slayer. Hello, Music Boy. And if you're here, hello, Soul Dipper. I know you're here, X. I know you're here. So hello. There's no way. Yes way. Stream's over. Yep. So it's just gonna be a just chatting stream. It's been a bit since we've had these. I wanted to make them bi-weekly, but you know, I always forget. Teapot. Like I'm a teapot. I sound more like a lawnmower, probably something. Only when I'm in a shocking situation does the teapot come forward. What the topic? Pretty much just anything. What is it? I know, like, was it in the title? I just wrote that because that was what came in yesterday. That's what came in yesterday. My GEKIDAN INU CURRY book. Featuring, well, it's Maya Sakamoto's satisfaction theory. On a, what is it? Thoughts on a full stomach satisfaction theory. With GEKIDAN INU CURRY art. But, I came for the art. And to be honest, Maya Sakamoto is a really good voice actress and singer too, so I really technically wouldn't mind that. Little weasel. The weasel. That weasel you're referring to is me. So how's everybody's day been? Wait, hold on. I forgot to switch from YouTube scene to Twitch scene. I don't know why. Hi, Kendra. Hello, Kieran. By the way, Booba. Booba. You weren't here last time, but I said thank you for the 20 bits you did at the end of stream. Thank you for the 20 bits. I said it last time. I shall say it again because you are actually in chat now. Thank you. Ain't no way the walnut used my image. Yes, I did. Number one, we need to spice up the fan arts. I can't keep cycling through the same 5 fan arts every single week. To be honest, that's exactly, what is it? That, if you guys have noticed, you guys are seeing like probably the same 4 fan arts a week. I'm doing that on purpose. Eventually, I'm gonna revamp the look of the schedule when, like, I'm, like, working on it. And, like, I'm thinking about it. Even in front of me right now, I have, like, projects and stuff in front of me right now. Wondering what to do. Why can't it's so ugly? Because it's technically fan art! It's technically fan art, bro! And you put it in the Dearly to Be section like I asked, therefore it is. I told you, anything related to me, to moi, shall be put in. You hate it. You're right, but then I got used to it. I was gonna put actually a different piece of fan art that someone made, but I thought that one was better. Winding down for the week, winding up for the week. It's Monday, there is no winding down. What do I even do with myself? I don't know. but will work. You should use it as an avatar. No. That's where we draw the line. That may be amusing. Stick figure. Nah, just be a stick figure and it's just walking around being like, hello, my name is Kendra Kendrillion. I'm at your service. I'm at your service, everyone. I've been attacked by the yawns all day today. I don't know why. I've been trying to get my sleep schedule back in order, but for some reason, I keep feeling like I want to take a nap in the middle of the day. This is like the first day ever since getting back in order that I have not just passed out in the hallway. On the hallway floor. Or just on my bedroom floor. I'm just like, yep. I'm just like, yeah, this is comfortable. Proceeds to get on their knees, lay flat on the ground, Yamcha style, and just sleep for about 2 hours, and then wakes up. Why am I staying up past 2? Yes, my sleep schedule is terrible. It's because of rebirth. Get more sleep. Can the human body requires 2 hours of sleep a night to operate correctly? Yes. But I got my sleep schedule back together, but then I wanted to sleep in the evening, which then translates to having less sleep at nighttime. So that means I failed in life. I don't know. I just kind of like working on stuff in the background. Get more sleep. Get more sleep. Sleep, everyone, sleep. Not gonna lie though. I've been like working on like trying to do more in like creating logos and everything. It's like on the one hand, I get it. And on the other hand, it's like, man, how do people do this? I took graphics design for 1 semester, and it's already left me. Sleep schedule fragmentation can shorten lifespan. That sounds like a personal problem. Though granted, that's my personal problem. Therefore, I should be worried. No, the thing is though, is like, I actually am getting like a full night of sleep when I first started. It's just that, I also want to sleep in the afternoon as well. Great, I'm attacked by the yawns once more. Yeah. One thing, what is it? Not always true. What? Oh, I'm like talking to myself. Sorry, earlier I was working on stuff that is secretish, and shall be revealed with time. However, I'm still annoyed because it's like annoying. It's just annoying. What is it? Something like, what is it? I'm thinking of revamping. I guess if I could like elude you guys, give you guys a peek into the background minds of the Kendrillions. I've been trying to revamp the logo that we have. Or at least that I have. I'm trying to revamp it. That way it's like a more new feeling, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's just like, I don't get it at the same time I do. And I have references, but I'm not sure what I'm referencing. I know what I want, but at the same time, I don't know what I want visual-wise. So I'm trying my best to, like, I guess, make out what I'm trying to do. I don't know why. I think it's just because of the video I watched earlier, but now I have Housewife Radio playing in my head. Oh my, secrets. What is it? I mean, we technically can turn it into a drawing stream, but it's secret. It's secret. I don't want you guys seeing yet. I'm hiding a ton of stuff. I'm hiding a ton of stuff from you guys. Y'all will see in time. But for now, y'all will see with time. But for now, all this will be secret. I guess I can show you guys some of the samples I have. What is it? What is it? I can show you some of the samples I have. I can't show you my work in progress, but I can show you some samples. Taylor frequencies of be real. 7 a.m. I almost clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. Stuff leaks, troll face. Well, I actually almost did click on a different project I was working on and almost revealed it. So yeah, that would have been pretty bad. Here we go, some of the references. Some of the references. Yo. Some anime, but mostly stuff that I was kind of just looking into. I don't even know what I just said. Some people might recognize some of this stuff. If so, y'all did good. Y'all did amazing. To be honest, I think the one I like the most, oddly enough, the most plain, probably just because I have a severe bias. Penguin drum. I love the penguin drum. What is it? Mawadu penguin drum sample right here? I love that one a lot. It's so plain, but it gets so much across. I'm such a tourist. Oh, listen, some of the stuff I've known about for years. The only one I am not familiar with is Memories Off. But otherwise, I know exactly all these logos on this list. I don't know any of these drums on Penguin Belly. What is it? Penguin drums are really good. It's just like, what is it? If you like Revolutionary Girl Utena, because it's made by the same creator, it's directed by the same guy. It was created, what is it? Penguin Drum had its anniversary and it's directed by Ikuhara. If you like Revolutionary Girl Utena and Sanzara Mai, you will like Penguin Drum. It's just as compelling as Utena, and it's somehow less weird than Sanzara Mai. It's less weird than Sanzara Mai. And if you know Sanzara Mai, the Kappa anime with the three dudes who dance and sing, if you know, you know. I'm telling you, it's way less weird. It's way less weird than Sanzara Mai. Y'all probably are not prepared. People, I literally, when Sanzara Mai was announced, people were like, this is so weird. And then when I found out that it was by Ikuhara, and I'm like, he just got weirder. So, yeah. I'm just kind of like messing around with these now. Disappear. Nah, Penguin Drum is one of my all-time favorite anime. Even like, I remember discovering it, I think like a year after it came out. And and already finished airing. And the dub is actually one of like the better, it's like actually really good. I don't say that often, but the dub is actually really good. Like, what is it? Monica Rial as Himari, and like, well, we could talk about one of the actors, but he's kind of retired for illegal reasons. But everyone else is really good. To be honest, I'm actually kind of curious because okay, so I said it earlier. Penguin Drum is one of my favorite series of all time, and it had its like 10-year anniversary last year. Or the year prior. It was last year or the year before. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Because what ended up happening was that they had their 10-year anniversary and I had to revive the Penguin Drum subreddit because no one was posting about it but me, including merch deals, collaborations, the movie that was coming, that the recap remake. It was okay, so like there was a movie. There were two movies. There was part 2, part 1. And they had new scenes and a new epilogue and stuff like that after all these years. And just like, it was a good time to be a Penguin Drum fan because they were actually going all out on this stuff. You had like expensive collaboration dub. No, the dub is really, really good. Like, actually really... Like, what is it? There are some actors where I'm just like, oh. A good example, so Shoma. Shoma's actor in really the dub and the sub is really weird. The dub and the sub for Shoma is weird because you'll understand what I mean when you listen to it, but the worst one has to be whatever I just said. Tabuki, the dub actor for Tabuki, in the first half of the series is not good. No offense to the voice actor in the dub, but out of everyone in the cast, he is the weakest, and they know that because they swap him out for a sound-alike in the latter half of the series, and he sounds way better from now on. I really wish they would have brought him for the first half of the episodes so that the entire dub would have been solid, but like, in my personal opinion, everyone is solid except for Tabuki's actor, voice actor in the first couple of episodes. I think it was episode 16 onwards was when they swapped him because that's when things started ramping up for the characters, and they had to swap him because the first guy was just too kind, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the stuff that happens from that episode onwards to the end are like really, they hit deep because they start touching on some really serious stuff. The one thing I will call out though, also, if I do have to point out a bad dub thing, and this is a thing that they do for a lot of dubs for no reason, and some sub anime too, is they'll freaking get the VAs to try and do a kid role. And not like a female VA being like, oh right, Jeremy, don't worry, I can step in for you. Like a woman doing it like Ash Ketchum style. I'm talking they will get the grown men voice actors to do their dub roles as a kid. I think Penguin Drum is like the least offensive with doing it because Shoma's VA is not all that bad. Tabuki's VA is still bad, but not as like worst. And the worst offender has to be not even Shoma. Okay, so there's Shoma and there's Kanba, and like they're not bad. Like the adult VAs are not bad playing the kids. It's just that you can tell it's an adult. Who's it? The Vesper Valoran. Thank you for the follow. We're talking about Penguin Drum and the dub because I like the Penguin Drum dub, and I will fully embrace that. I will say though, out of everyone in the dub, out of every single VA, I'm totally a kid. No, for real. Here's the thing though. I'm giving the dub of Penguin Drum for when they do the kid voices some slack, because I've heard worse. F a Tale of, what is it? F a Tale of Melodies or Memories? I'm pretty sure it was Melodies. Had the voice actor for the English dub of Tomoya from Clannad. He was in the dub of F a Tale of Melodies. And they had him doing the worst Mickey Mouse impression I had ever heard. I mean it. I know if I can find, if I can find it, I'm gonna show you. I gotta find it. I gotta find it, because it's bad. Like, I give the Penguin Drum dub voices a slack, because at least they were trying to sound immature, even if it was still the grown-up voice. This dude had gone squeaky. Oh, yo, leave me alone, Yuko. But, like, Mickey would have been sued back then. What is it? F a Tale of Melodies dub. There's like an episode. Which episode was it? It was like Yuko's past. No, not Miyako. Everyone always posts, like, they don't post all of them. No. Gosh. I would have to probably find the clip. And what is it? We'll clip this moment and I'll like attach the the dub. I'll attach the dub. Cause it was so bad. Oh, brother. To be honest, can I be real with you? Like, I've said this before. I've said this like on multiple occasions. Listen, the worst dub I have ever seen is the Yona of the Dawn dub. And surpassing that would be the Oshinoko dub. I'm not saying that they're terrible voice actors. I dislike these dubs for two different reasons. Actually, for the same reason. But like, listen, nothing harsh on the VAs for any of these. I just think every single one of you were miscast. The problem with modern English dubs is like, okay, so what is it? In the early 2000s, no, not even the early 2000s. What is it? The problem with the Yona of the Dawn dub and the oh man, I forgot. The problem with the Yona of the Dawn dub and the Oshinoko dub, you're wrong, Kendra. Here's why. What? Why am I wrong? Why am I wrong? What is it? So, what is it? The Oshinoko dub, Ghost Stories is lull. No. That's an example of actually a really good dub. That's a really good dub, though. Crosses arms, and here's why. Here's the thing, though. The Oshinoko... Okay, so here's the thing. Because here's the thing. I was a die-hard dub fan back then. Fairy Tail, to me, is one of the best dubs out there because of how much... Number one, they pulled a lot of talent in to just do everyone. That is one of the best dubs to me. I love Todd Haberkorn as Natsu. I love Christine. Was it Christina? Not Christina V. Cherami. I think it was Cherami V or Cherami Lee. She did no. Yes, I'm not sure. Dubs. Cringy tail. JK won't know. Listen, there's some dubs out there that are really good. There's some dubs out there really good. Listen to me when I say this. I'm gonna say this. If you're gonna wonder if I think a dub is good or bad, come to me, because I'm gonna be your harshest critic. A good example, again, going back to the Yona of the Dawn dub. Everyone in the Yona of the Dawn dub is terrible because every single one of them is miscast. Dubs, Golden Boy. That one's actually a really good dub. I actually like it because it feels... I actually unironically really like the VA for the male lead, because you think it would be miscast, but it works so well because it's like the charisma he brings to the performance. Cowboy Bebop, that one's a good one too. Let's be real here. We all know the Cowboy Bebop one is really good. What is it? Cowboy Bebop, Golden Boy, Full Metal Alchemist. Both dubs of both series are very good. What is it? Ouran High School Host Club. The Ouran High School Host Club dub is great. Trigun, absolutely. Now here's the thing. When it comes to Trigun Stampede, I have my issues with it. Not the series, but the dub roles, only because everyone was saying Johnny Young Bosch, and the crew behind it misinterpreted it as only bring back Johnny Young Bosch. Even though the voice actresses of, the voice actors of Meryl and the original voice actor of Wolfwood are still alive and not retired. I'm back. Hello, Soul Slayer. I'm so late. We're talking about dubs. I was, like, here's the thing, like, we can't bring back the original Knives because he passed away, so, yeah. And we can't bring back the original voice of Millie, even though I really, really thought her performance was cute. Can't bring her back because she retired. Like, Trigun was one of, like, I think 2 or 3 roles. Now to list failing ones. List overflows. Subbed is better. Okay, here's the thing. Subbed is better because you can hear it, because obviously, subbed is better depending on, like, the series. Can I be real? It depends on the series. Like, Full Metal Alchemist sounds great dubbed. Even though, like, I can get behind subbed Edward, there's just something about the dub that's great. The Oshinoko dub, to, like, cover that. Oshinoko's dub, the sound effects makes more sense. One Piece. One Piece dub is a hit or miss. Can I be real with you? One Piece dub is, okay, you know what? We're gonna actually do exactly what we're gonna do this while addressing the Oshinoko dub. One Piece is the guaranteed litmus test of dubs for me. Because my problem with modern dubs is not the fact that they're bad, it's the fact that they're simuldubbed. If you get what I mean. Because they're given like a week to catch up, and so they just gotta pull people, and they gotta pull who's ever available and who sounds just right for the audition. English dub Zoro, One Piece Zoro sounds weird. One Piece Zoro dub sounds weird. Can't lie, I can't watch Dragon Ball subbed. Goku sounds so stupid, but I grew up with the dub of that. My thing though is I actually really kind of got used to, I thought the same thing. I got used to Goku subbed because I just kind of fell in love with Masako Nozawa's voice. I just kind of fell in love with her voice, even though I remember making fun of it even as a kid, being like, Goku sounds like, ah! But then when you hear more of Masako, you know she plays, what is it? There was an elderly lady in Overlord, in the Overlord subbed, and that's played by Masako Nozawa, and that's Goku's VA, and I was like, she's good. I can see why she still gets roles. She's really, really good. A dub has gotta be god tier for me to like it. Hetalia is my dub standard. Oh, you know what? Yep. Hello, Ender Lollipop Guy. Movie recommendations. I finished Bullet Train and need a new motivation. Need a new movie like it. What is it? Bullet Train. I don't have my phone on me. Oh, here it is. What is it? To like go on that point about simulpub dubs, like the simul dubbing, I don't like simul dubs because they feel rushed. The smug image of you from your announcement tweet, I love it. What? Wait, hold on. Bullet Train. Reminds me of Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Attack on Titan's clone in arms. What is it? No, that's what I mean. So my problem with a lot of modern English dub is that a lot of them are simul published. And it's like One Piece, and really, not really One Piece, the best example of a dub that had good quality, and then kind of I felt it diminished over time because simul dubs were introduced, is the My Hero Academia dub. Because the My Hero Academia dub in the beginning is very, very solid. Everyone's emotions are down, everything is good. Then all of a sudden when simul dubbing is published, it feels kind of meh for no reason. Everyone who's been doing My Hero Academia for years sounds great. They sound great. The English dubbed voice of Deku, Bakugo, Uraraka, everyone sounds great. Modern My Hero Academia's dub sucks. Can I be absolutely real with you? And this is nothing against the VAs. Y'all just are given a week. You're given a week. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Golden Boy, what is it? Golden Boy and Ghost Stories dubs is a wild story. The Ghost Stories anime was hated, so they didn't give the dub any direction, and Ghost Stories dub was the result of going, screw it, we ball. I need funny movies like Bullet Train. How about Osumatsu-san? Don't ask me for movie recommendations, because I'm just gonna cycle around to, Ponyo? I don't know! We must know. I'm not sure. But like, what is it? And like, what is it? Gosh. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. But no, that's what I was saying like about simuldubs. And the problem also with some simuldubs, can I be real here? Have you seen Akira? Booba Sweat is telling you, Soul Slayer, have you seen Akira? What is it? No, that's what I mean. Can I be real with you? Also, my problem with simuldubs, JoJo dub casting is god tier, maybe not always performance, and Dio has never had a bad dub voice as well as Japanese. No, I gotta agree with you on that. But I will say this, my only problem with like the English dub of JoJo is they don't ham it up too much. They don't ham it up enough. They ham it up, but they don't ham it up like how the Japanese voices ham it up. You can tell, like, let's be real here. Did the original VA for Dio really have to shout the Worldo that hard like that and continue on like that? No, but the thing is though, is the dub of Dio kind of gets the point, but he cuts himself off too early, and that's my problem. He's got to ham it up some more. The JoJo dub's got to ham it up some more, in my personal opinion. If that makes any sense. They doing good. Just gotta put in that extra, that more effort. Something I think like, a good example, what is it? Patrick sounds like Dio talks and he sexually rubs. You can't say that! Ender Lollipop! You can't say that! Why? Dio always sounds like he wiggles as he speaks. What does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean? This sounds like a joke that someone would make about him and Bucci. No, not Bucci, Poochie. What is it? Like, no, a good example of like and one of my problems, like to also, let's test the world's strength of Yujo Taro. Stop. I also watched a movie I cannot say because it will not come through because of reasons. Dang. Sounds like a personal problem. But I don't know, probably put it in the YouTube comment section after the stream's done. That way you can get away with saying it without having me liable. What is it? Okay. Yeah, put it in the YouTube comment section when stream ends. What is it? My second problem with like simulpub dubbing is the fact that not a lot of these series need to be simulpublished. Or simuldubbed. Can I be real with you? Some of these ending your life. Oh, you mean Suicide Squad? I think we can say that. Saitama's dub actor nails Saitama halfway, but whenever he gets serious, it gets kind of meh. What is it? I actually agree with that, because that was actually a common complaint when Saitama was when the One Punch Man dub came out, is that yes, Crunchyroll trying to hold on to their last 17 paid customers. Yes, you're right, because can I be real with you? You know what I thought was so funny? That when I realized as I got older, so you remember how everyone was like, we gotta support Crunchyroll, because it'll help the people in the anime industry. And as I got older, because I was broke, I couldn't afford Crunchyroll. And then as I got older, I think around like 18, I was like, wait a minute. If our money is being sent to support the people in Japan, how are they paying the translators in America? Because you can't pay the translators in America. You can't not pay the translators in America by sending all the money to the Japanese industry. So they gotta be paying for their own building and equipment. So not all that money is going to Japan. And you know what's funny? My suspicions were confirmed a year later when they showed off their building with all that anime merch in there when they revamped their building. And here's the thing, I had no problem with that. It's just that I was like, wait a minute, how are they paying their English employees? And I was right. Because then people started being like, wow, hold on. I don't think they're actually paying the people in the anime industry. And I was like, no, duh. If I sell your antlers on the black market, can I give you a 60% cut? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Never have, never will. They always been a scam. That's my thing. Like, here's the thing. I had to pirate some series. I had to pirate a lot of series. Number one, we no longer had cable at that point. And number two, we no longer had cable at that point. And number three, hold on. Hold on, real quick. Take them off. No. Hold on. Nah, what is it? Sorry about that. Sometimes people call me, and so I have to get up and respond to them immediately. Otherwise, they get louder and louder and louder. Turns out. Hold on. Oh, that's just toys behind me. Duh. Sometimes I think people are calling me, and it's just toys behind me. I thought that was a joke. Pause, lol. The worst part is they probably gaslight Japan to be like, no, we need more money because blah, 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 blah. And Japan's like, well, we gotta get it localized. Take them off. Take them. Yarg, me hearties. Like, here's the thing. It was the basic fact. Like, here's the thing. That's how I came to the conclusion. I didn't need Crunchyroll coming out to be scummy. I was just like, if they're saying that they have to support the industry, how are they paying their American employees? That's all it took for me to be like, hold on a minute. I don't think the money's going where it needs to, or at least not all of it. Patch. Eye patch, Ken. Patch. I don't have an eye patch. So I was just kind of like, how? Like, no joke, Crunchyroll was probably just stealing anime in the beginning, then later was probably stealing anime in the beginning, then later on they were paying for the anime in publicity. No, you're right, because they started off as a piracy site. If only the likes of Kiss Anime didn't die. Yo ho, me hearties. A brother lost at the sea, in the depths of the sea. And then Crunchyroll VA, English dub VAs tried to come out and bash Kiss Anime, to which then the entire community collectively said, shut up. You're a dub voice actor. You want to lick that boot? Go lick it somewhere else. This is proven true. 9 Anime, meanwhile. Oh yeah, no, good. You know good and well I'm using 9 Anime. I genuinely would use Crunchyroll if it had every anime. Literally, a crappy Windows phone app in 2014 had every anime in order. And in order. Crunchyroll only has season 2 of Yuri. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? What is it? Like, what is it? They have so many. What is it? Only recently did they get the English subs for Kaiba. Kaiba. The English sub for Kaiba. You know what's funny? I can find the entire I can find the entire sub of Kaiba for the past 13 years on YouTube, fully translated, every episode. I'm sorry, I got close to the mic there. I can find all the subbed episodes of the original group that subbed Kaiba with the yellow text and all, because I actually kind of think the yellow text looks a lot nicer on Kaiba. Can I be real here? No localizer equals good. Bring me my Cole Girls fan sub. Listen, to be honest, I kind of miss the times when people had that, like, the power-up text. I wish if we were going to upgrade our subs to be more quote-unquote professional, we probably should have kept at least some of the cool subtitles. Some of them. But, you know, Crunchyroll's, you know, you know what's funny? Can I be real here? I think what's funny. Crunchyroll said that they're like, oh, you gotta pay premium for dubs. And it's like, okay, so I'm just gonna pirate the dubs. Some more. I remember in high school, before I was a weeb, he was so mad that a localizer company just then, in 2015, localized the PS1 game. Not like it was properly sold outside Japan, despite that. To be honest, what is it? There's like what is it? There's games and there's anime that I want dubbed and subbed so badly. Like, I want them subbed so badly. Just because I just want to have them. And a lot of them are Magical Girl series, because Crunchyroll sucks at Magical Girl series advertisement. You watch it dubbed. Depends on the anime. I don't watch dub anymore because, like I said, simul-publishing nowadays is just not good. A good example. Look at Netflix and Dungeon Meshi. Dungeon Meshi sounds amazing. Dubbed, subbed, and in multiple languages. Because clearly they worked on the dub simultaneously as the subbed, and simultaneously as any other dub. The Dungeon Meshi dub is good and has no reason to be good. Here we have Crunchyroll and the simuldub sucks. I'm sorry. The simuldub sucks. Simuldubbing sucks. Netflix probably plays even less for anime than Crunchyroll. That I will also, you know what? You're right. Yet somehow we're still getting peak. I recently started my senpai is annoying. How is it dub? I do not, what is it? I have not, like, I still gotta catch up with Free Rin. What is it? Was it? Was it my senpai? I'm like, what is it? I gotta get in, can I be real with you guys? We're gonna, like, have anime nights. I gotta catch up with Bunny Girl Senpai. I was literally looking up, like, my senpai is annoying, and Bunny Girl Senpai popped up in my feed. I gotta watch, I gotta watch Bunny Girl Senpai. I remember when that came out, and I was like, this looks interesting, and just never picked it up. If Netflix get the rights to Steel Ball Run, I'm gonna be so upset. They might be learning their lesson after what they did with, the last JoJo season, because nobody was talking about it. I mean, they talked about it for a day. And then when the rest of the episodes came, they talked about it for an hour. They might be learning their lessons because, like, people have been talking about Dungeon Meshi weekly again. People have been talking about it weekly again because that's the best way to watch it. That's the best way to watch anime, period. You have to do it weekly. Otherwise, nobody will come back for the anime because they already watched it. Oh, this is here. Okay, moving on. Have you seen that one JoJo meme? It's like, what is it? I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of JoJo memes. Can I be real with you? Can I be real with you for Steel Ball Run? Like Ender Lollipop? What's bizarre is you get no... Dang. I have not heard that one. That's funny. That one's funny. What is it? Ender Lollipop. Did you see the live AI translation of JoJo event? It was Japan's company's fault, but it was horribly translated with lines such as the toaster family. Wait, was that when they announced Jolene's season? Was that when they announced Jolene's season? Because I remember people were talking about it back then. Yes. Oh, that's why that was... I think I remember that. That sounds humorously bad. Listen. You can't say that it wasn't effective in a way. What is it? Can I be real with you guys about Steel Ball Run? I was so mad about the JoJo that they designed for Steel Ball Run. Because because I don't read JoJo, but my first introduction to Steel Ball Run was seeing the Zeppeli of that universe, and I thought he was the JoJo of that universe. So when I found out that the JoJo of that universe was that Sailor Suit JoJo. I want the JoJo to look like that. I wanted our JoJo to look like that for Steel Ball Run. He looks too cool. He looks awesome. And I was mad about that. Wait, I'm gonna bring up a picture. I'm gonna bring up a picture of both the JoJo and Zeppeli of that universe. Was it Zeppeli? JoJo. Steel Ball Run? What is it? Like, what is it? I'm gonna like, I gotta get a shot of like his teeth. Cause I thought this was the coolest thing. I thought this was the coolest thing I had ever seen. He looks so awesome. And then I found out that he's not a JoJo. Okay, I can't get like, what is it? I'm gonna have to like get 2 pictures. What is it? Save the image. Gosh, I was like, no. What is it? What is it? Gyro Zeppeli. Ken, how many brain cells are you saving for Portal? Enough brain cells for you to be birthed from your mom. What is it? I gotta find a good one, because I know good and well the only pictures I have are WebP files. WebP it is. What is it? JoJo. Steel Ball Run. Main JoJo. What is it? The main JoJo. Steel Ball Run. No, not the sailor suit. This guy. I was thinking of the next part. With, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, what is it? Our main JoJo. Jose? Was it Jose? Johnny! Was it? There's Johnny Joestar. I thought Johnny Joestar. Can I be real with you? Johnny Joestar looks lame. Like, he looks cool, but next to Zeppeli, though, he looks plain. And that's why I was like, I don't want him to be the next JoJo. I wanted Zeppeli to be the next JoJo. Okay, here we go. Gyro steals the show. Exactly. Was it? You know, Portal 2 is significantly harder, right? Well, that's the point. Oh, Gappy? What is it? Here we go. Like, let me pull in the images. What is it? Here we go. What is it? Here's Gyro Zeppeli. This is Zeppeli. He looks more JoJo than the actual JoJo. Can I be real with you? He looks more JoJo than the actual JoJo. And I'm gonna like bring it, I'm gonna bring in an image. Part 7 is more interesting, has a more interesting Jobro, and Part 8 has a better villain stand. Part 7 String Suit is amazing character development. String Suit? I need so much context. And this is, what is it? This is the JoJo of that part. I think it was it? It's Part 7, if I remember correctly. Like, here's the thing. I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, he's the JoJo. I gotta bring in the image with his grilled teeth. I thought this was the coolest and like I thought this was the like peak awesomeness. Imagine having grills on your teeth that spell your name like this. Look at Diego from Part 7. What is it? Diego. Are you talking about the Dio of that universe? I thought he looked even dumber than JoJo. He looks dumber than JoJo. I'm sorry. Everyone outside of Gyro Zeppeli is what, listen to me. Everyone outside of Gyro Zeppeli, it looks awesome. Every last one of them. They pale in comparison to my boy Gyro. You don't have grills on your teeth like this, and you say, you can't come back from this. You peaked right here, and then you know what happens? Well, if you know JoJo, you know how it goes. What does it remove that? I'm just removing all the images. Pizza mozzarella, pizza Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, aren't they just recently, like, they started recently only translating JoJo only when it started getting popular, and people were like, you are so behind, I'm watching the fan translations. Reading the fan translations, because y'all are slow. They're right. Like, I'm gonna wait for you. A good example, the Shadow House manga, I gotta continue that. I gotta catch up with that. I keep telling myself, and then I put it off for another year. The Shadow's House sub, for the manga, what is it? No, I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it, but you better be careful with your words. Hold on real quick, everybody. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's Dipper birthday. That's what is it? Sorry. What is it? It's Dipper's birthday. That's why he might not be here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Ha. Y'all got a sneak peek, unfortunately, because I accidentally had the thing still open. So that's not the final design, if you do scroll back. So I might actually change it up because you saw. Oh my gosh, I'm so corny. I got water. I have drank my water. Y'all, we've reached peak lameness. We're all lame, we're all losers. We're all here watching VTubers together. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Gosh. That's right. We did start Portal. Hydrate 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about hot pants? I think they're cute. Oh, what is it? I mostly scale on coolness factor. Was it JoJo hot pants? What is it? My thing with what is it? I scale on coolness factor, so that's why. So if like I like what is it? To me, the coolest looking character is Zeppeli, is Gyro Zeppeli, because he looks awesome. He looks like how I would think a JoJo of that generation would look. So when I see the other JoJo of that universe, I'm just like, you actually pale in comparison. Swap your bodies now. Just went back and looked at logo. Nice. Nice, thank you very much. Don't worry, don't worry. I'ma change it because you guys saw. I'm like looking at hot pants right now. I'm like she's interesting, but like at the same time, it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. I'm not sure if I really like it. It's not the same. It's not hitting the right notes, the right details. Oh no, I'm gonna take these headphones off. I know good and well. Like, what is it? You guys know Ken, it's great. Yes. But now that you saw, you must die. Don't ban me, Twitch! Oh, I didn't realize. It's like on ad break right now. Dang. I'm just staring at this lava lamp. What is it? I talked about this like last time on like Twitter. My mom got me a lava lamp after like me debating it for 2 months. It was a month or really 2 months. I was debating getting a lava lamp and I'm just like, did you read my mind? But I still have so much to bully you for. Twitch's ads? Of course you would say that with your ad block. I just try to account for the people that do have an ad block sometimes, and I'm just like, don't have ad block, so I try and wait a little bit, but depends. No, but for real though, I'm actually not sure what the logo's gonna fully be like by the end of it, because that's just still a work in progress. I have an idea, but at the same time, I hate it at the same time. A school computer has an ad blocker built in it. That's great. Sorry, but you'll never get my 0.003 a month for me watching the ad. To be honest, I don't doubt it. Put on your ad blockers, bro. Some of these companies are just taking it too overboard. Like, what is it, YouTube? Last time introducing that stupid 2 ad policy back to back. And then if it glitches, it just does 2 ads again. It's rare, but when it happens, I hate it. Hello, Nightmare Soft. I remember back in the day at school when you use Google website translate to visit banned websites. Pain. Hello. Back in the day. That knackin'. Not knackin', knackin'. Gosh, what is it? I'm just like thinking of like what has happened. Oh yeah! Guys, I gotta tell you a funny story. So me and my sister were talking, right? So the thing is though, is if you guys know, if you can't tell, I'm the anime person in my house. I know about anime, I genuinely like Japanese culture, and I know anime. And the thing that I always tell people about when they get into anime, always research your anime. Please, always research your anime. And people don't understand that. I've been researching all the anime that I watch since I got into anime because I didn't want to stumble upon anything that I thought would like jump scare me as a 13-year-old girl. Like hentai and stuff like that. Or Boku no Pico and stuff like that. Even if it gave me a vibe that was off, I would always move away just in case. And my assumptions were always correct. Go on Twitter, see the anime that the Twitter children say is problematic. Problemagic. Watch that. Enjoy peak. Nah, I want them to surprise me. Fan service jump scare. Pretty much. What is it? I usually watch my anime through clips. So if like if I watched an anime via clips, I would already know what to expect from an anime. That's why I got into Soro no Toshimono, because I researched some clips of the series while also getting into the opening. X said to hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, bro. And it saved me from like a lot of series that I just didn't want to watch as a kid. A good example, To Love Ru. I think the design of Darkness is the cutest thing in the world, but no. You ain't gonna catch me watching that in public. Bakemonogatari. I actually watched a clip of that for the very first time, and that was my first exposure to fan service. And Astrolote's Toy, back then when I learned what a succubus was. Just a lot of stuff. Majikoi. Except I accidentally recommended that to a friend, and she was like, bro, that's a hentai. And I was like, wait, it is? Because I was into fan service series. Well, not into fan service, but like I knew a fan service series. And we watched Fairy Tail back then. So I was like, it's just another fan service series. And then, oh no. What is it? Hi, can I ask you a question? Hello, Micah Parker. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Let us see. I've been like, what is it? So explaining my senpai is annoying to my family's gonna be weird. They will be stuck on how she's like a child and takes it as fact that she's a child, and then be upset as if they didn't say it was kid stuff since it's a cartoon. Technically, if you explain to them that she's just a short adult, that really shouldn't say much. Like, she's a short adult. That's it. She's in an office setting. That's it. Like that to me, like, here's the thing. Even as a kid, if I see certain characters in a certain setting, I'm gonna immediately be like, that's a character in the setting. What is it? Ken, could you tell your sister to support the war? No, because she's gonna look at you and laugh at you. By the way, I don't know why, for some reason, you and, I don't know, Soul Slayer, you and, Mira have been plotting behind my back. You think I didn't notice? I just didn't say anything. Because I've been reading your messages back and forth between you and freaking Mirai, all on Discord. And you literally have been like, well, she's not reading these text messages. I read them. I just don't acknowledge them. Yeah, they're stuck. You don't need to know. Yes, I do. How can I get a girl, but even though I never talked to a girl face to face? You technically can't. I mean, no, you technically can't. What is it? For Micah Parker. You technically can't. You gotta, like, what is it? You gotta build the relationship, and then eventually you meet them face to face, but otherwise, yeah, no. You can, but the problem is, though, is because you're not meeting face to face to have that, like, closeness to each other, that's kind of just how it goes. It's not that you can't form a relationship online, it's just that you have to be serious and then eventually want to meet them, and they mutually want to meet you. Women, no. Bully and Ken, yes. Guys, she's on to us. I've always been on to you. I don't know why Soul Slayer you guys, I read the Discord messages even when I don't respond. It's just the fact that I'm too tired at the time. I'm just too tired to read. Scatter. What is it? Gosh. Dun 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 dun. It's because I'm insecure. Well, listen, bro. Someone out there. Listen. There is somebody who made a YouTube video. Was it? You say you're insecure about your looks? Listen. There is a literal guy who literally said that he was the ugliest man in YouTube. He's married now. Trust me, somewhere out there in this $8 billion world, not $8 billion, this 8 billion person world, someone's about to like you. Not me, because I don't know who you are, but that's just how it works. Literacy. Music boy, distract her. You can use a mask all your life to expect it to not get weird about it. That might work. Listen, that's just how it is. What is it? There's one. No. We'll talk about that series one day, but not today. Not today. Charisma gets more chicks than looks ever will. You know what? See, right there. Booba Sweat said it best. So you got charisma. You got charisma, and then you got it. And then he wasn't the ugliest guy in the world. Exactly. What is it? What were we talking about earlier? We were talking about anime. We were talking about... Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. I have a funny... Okay, can I be real with you? I have a funny story. So my sister... We were talking about anime earlier. Now, here's the thing. I am the anime researcher in my home. I research all of my anime because I want to watch as much anime as possible that I personally will like. Or if I do want to watch it, but I felt I was too young at the time, I would wait until I was an adult and watch a lot of them. A good example, like Monster, probably Monster Musume if I really wanted to. Pretty much stuff like that. And so my sister, she was kind of like the secondary anime in the house. I would like research the anime and then I would give it to her to watch if like that happened. Have you seen Eden of the East? No, but I do remember finding that immediately in the first year of my anime research. JK. Mira and I are more important. Dipper's the most important. It's weird. Is it weird like Yandere? What is it? What is it? What is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Here, what we go? What we go? What we go? What we got? We got Yandere. We got immediately Yandere. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It's genuinely a really good one. I know. I've heard that it's really good, but man, what about me, Yandere? What is up with you? Why are you like this, X? Why are you like this? What is it? What is it? It's Crazy Girls. Bro, what did the anime YouTubers tell you? Don't stick it in crazy. Don't stick it in crazy. Don't stick it in crazy. And if you're the crazy one, don't stick it anywhere either. You gotta be careful. You see how we get they don't know. Listen, you don't stick it in crazy. They haven't tried. I just have really strong feelings when it comes to love. Yeah, that's what the interrogation room said when they found the room of blood. That's what Yuno Gasai said. Yandere exists if you like them, wowzers. Yep. Here's the thing. Yandere is just a tag. They've always existed. Brother, have you seen any of those That's me inevitably, yes. Hard to avoid. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you good. No, you're fine. You always just gotta be careful because it seems worth it in the long run. And then we get cases like Uraha Yurushia. May God bless Mafu Mafu's soul. I feel bad for the bro. That's the example of what happens when you get a crazy girlfriend. And technically a crazy wife. I don't dislike Yandere, they're just weird. It depends, what is it? Like, some people can handle that if they really like it. It's just the fact that, well, it's unstable. So you always gotta be careful about that. Yandere, dandere, tsundere, how about you do your laundry? You know what? That one's a good one, Ender Lollipop. Bravo, that one's a good one. I'll take Yandere over tsundere any day of the year. Here's the thing though, I'd rather take a tsundere because people just don't write these tsundere. People just don't write tsunderes right. They don't write tsunderes right. Like back then, it was just like they kept ramping up tsundere. They kept ramping up tsunderes like all the time. Why not both Yansun? Isn't that just that one girl from that anime with the Death Note parody of the Love Note? I would take tsundere. Listen, here's the thing. Tsunderes are like Kana from Oshino Ko. She's a bona fide tsundere. The problem is with a lot of tsunderes of the past is they think, well, if I beat up the MC half to death, then that means I love him. And that's not the case. Taiga is peak tsundere. Taiga is the like in between of a tsundere and I'm going to kill you dere. What is it? There's like, what is it? There's like, what is it? The types of yandere. Was it the types of deres out there are so like, what is it? I'm gonna look up like a list. There's like one I'm actually super like, I think really cute. There's like the, what is it? The type of deres? Types of deres. What is it? There's like the dandere, the kudere, the tsundere, the dore dere, the dere dere, the yandere, the ojo dere, the shundere, the boy ki dere, the bioki dere, the nyandere, the nyandere, the sungire, the undere, the gundere, the bo dere, the kekon dere. Why are all the get deres? We got the kami dere. What is it? There's like another dere type where it's like she agrees with you all the time because she likes you. I like that one a lot. What is it? I think like, what is it? What was the dere type I got? Was it? There's like the dere type that I got. The dere. Was it the undere? Was it? What is it? What is it? Like, what is it? Was it? I forgot. Was it the community? Yeah, Yukako-san is the first yandere ever written, unless you count American media. the yandere. Leave my chat. Dere, was it? There's like a Dere quiz that happened like a while ago, and I thought I got the. What is it? I think I thought I would get the kudere, because throughout my life I'm actually kind of like the kudere, and like the data type I got was actually super accurate. What is it? Quiz? Can I find it? Certified weird girl moment. I can't find the quiz. Oh well. Dang, I think we're going to stab my own spleen. Just remember to use the knives properly. You're really lame. I hope I'm gonna take good care of their selfies, and I love all even I don't know you. All right, well, Micah, we all appreciate you too. Solidified friend zone. Because that's unfortunately how things have to be. But we do care for you. Take care of yourself, buddy. Would you count Miles Edgeworth as a tsundere? Where once he left his old ways, it was very quick for his true self to come out? Probably. It depends. It's usually towards like someone you like or someone you want to hang out with. It's just that like deres are always used in romantic contexts and stuff like that. So it just depends. It depends. Oh yeah, we were talking about dubs earlier, and I didn't talk about the Yona of the Dawn dub. I'm gonna get on this rant. Y'all wanna hear a bad dub? The Yona of the Dawn dub. Ace Attorney dub is pretty good, except its episode recaps. Let's be real here. Yeah, you're right. Episode recaps are always like hit or miss. I like One Piece style like episode recaps and stuff like that, where like the characters add extra dialogue that you wouldn't hear in the series. I like that. Those are the good types of episode recaps that I like. Not when they extend filler. That's different. Ken, is the sapling controlling you? No, I control the sapling. Like, what is it? So like, can I be real here? The worst dub, because we talked about it and then I forgot about it. I would prefer every anime recap was done by the JoJo narrator in both languages. You know what? That makes sense. Let him learn all the languages of the world so that he can do that. Sure, why not? Exactly. That sounds good to me. Like, what is it? A good example. What is it? I was talking about dubs. The worst dub I've ever heard is the Yona of the Dawn dub. Can I be real here? The Yona of the Dawn dub is the worst dub that I have ever heard. But not because it's like a bad dub. All the VAs do really good for their roles. The problem is that every single person in that dub is miscasted. Everyone is miscasted. Except one character. Ken, you're lamer than a walnut, and you're lamer than your sister. What is it? Every last character in the Yona of the Dawn dub is miscast. Everyone, except one singular character. Or two of them. I think there was two characters that like, and two of them are actually acquainted with each other. What did my sister do? Everything. I'm like, and you guys are probably thinking I'm exaggerating. Go look up a clip of that dub. No. Go look up a clip of the sub, then go look up a clip of the dub. When I say everyone is miscast, I'm talking voice actors who should be swapped are not swapped at all. Like, characters that should be swapped are not swapped at all. Characters that they gave the sweetest, like, baby voiced character the deepest cast member. The deepest cast member. Hawk does not sound terrible, but he should have had a deeper voice. I remember thinking Higurashi's dub was so good, it actually sounds phoned in. It literally sounds like they're on the phone. What is it? Listen, there are some dubs that are just like that. Can I be real here? I unironically love the Kaichawa Maid-sama dub. Not the new one, the old one. I like that one because I like all the voice acting and everything. It sounds like everyone is on a phone, but I really like the uniqueness of the VAs when they got for that first dub. Virgil's dub actor originally tried out for Dante. I couldn't imagine that. That's what she said. What is it? I really like, what is it? People that should have been swapped. Like, what is it? I gotta find a clip. The dub and the sub of the Yona. Or no, we won't find a clip. Just go look up the dub and sub comparison of Yona of the Dawn. It's an awful dub. And it's just because everyone who should be certain characters have been swapped with different characters. And only 2 or 3 people sound good. They don't sound good. Like, and I think the worst one, in my personal opinion, and I don't take this lightly because I actually am a very big fan of her, Monica Riel. I think she's an awful Yona. I think she's an awful Yona. Because this was during the time where Sentai and Funimation were just bouncing Monica back and forth and making her the female lead for no reason. She was Yona's voice actress. She was the voice actress of Oharu from Oharu X Machine Gun, for any of the 5 people who know about that one, or Oron with paintball guns. And she was a couple other characters too. She was also one of the characters. She was also Ginkgo from Yurikuma Araishi, and I did not like that choice either. They're just, again, that time period in 2015, I hated all of her roles. Which is a shame because I loved all of her previous roles. Is this gonna be on the test? Listen, bro, I saw your text. You didn't have to type it twice. Calm your nerves. I'm just ranting a bit. Nah, you good. Was it? Sorry for constantly bringing up JoJo, but they made Vanilla Ice Cube's dub actor someone who doesn't fit at all, but they made him and Okuyasu's voice by the same guy as an inside joke. So there was a reason. I wish more dubs were for jokes if they're gonna suck. To be honest, you know what? You're right. What is it? Was it your mom? Your mom. I remember thinking, was it Higurashi dub? That's what she said, Virgil's voice. No, but what is it? It's just like, I think the only dub, like I said, the only problem with the Yona of the Dawn dub is everyone's miscast. I really think they should just redub it. Because, again, only 2 people are good. Because I said 1, but I remember that one of the other characters, who's actually affiliated with the only other character with a good dub voice, is like, what is it? I think it was Joel McDonald. The guy who plays the bear from My Hero Academia. The mouse bear thing. And he and the medicine boy, because it's been so long since I've seen Yona of the Dawn, and I still think everyone's miscast, even when I looked up clips recently. I just think the Yona of the Dawn dub is bad. Of course, X, you slammed every last one of you with these stupid hydrate commands. Alright, I got yours, Fox Fit, and then I drank a couple more. What is it? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I had it on the YouTube screen. And then like the only dub to surpass the Yona of the Dawn dub for how bad it is, the Oshinoko dub. Remember Timmy Turner's joke at making fun of anime and dubs? Wow. Oh yes. Ramune. Oh yeah, I actually finished up the Ramune because by the time we were gonna do the Genshin stream, it went flat, and so I finished it up like during the weekend. It tastes actually pretty good flat. I've been trying to rinse it out so that I can keep the bottle because I am not getting rid of it because there you go. Ramune bottle, marble bottle ASMR. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious how they put these bottles together. So I'll probably look up a YouTube thing for that. You can get the marble out without breaking the glass. I can? Hold on. My ears! You heat up the lid part. Oh, okay. Boy, I want... I'm gonna torment all of you. Joke's on me though. I tried to see if there was any Ramune in there, and then I forgot that I literally said that I rinsed out the bottle and just got a mouthful of water. Gosh, my laugh sounds like I'm spinning in circles. What is it? I was saying, like, the Oshino Ko-dub surpasses, like, the dub in terms of how bad it is. In short, only because they get characters that sound way too old for the main female leads, like, by a lot. Was it? I want to try Ramune. It's like fizzy, so if you can't handle soda, you don't. But if you can handle soda, get Ramune. It tastes pretty good. It tastes really good. The only reason why I found it was, oh, hold up, man, something ain't right. Can't wait for someone to hear Hanumaru Sensation on my music playlist and ask what anime it's from. What is it? Hold on. That's how they put those together, by the way. The lids are seamed so they get really soft when they cap them on the bottle, and it seals the marble in there. Oh, okay. SODA. What's that? SODA. Soda. Sora. I'm sorry. I'm remembering that one meme when, like, Sora dropped into Smash. It's fizzy drink. FBI, open up! The OP was fire. Listen. We all have that one series where it's super sus, and we still love it anyway. Mine is Mitsudomoe. Which, by the way, you're wondering, what's Mitsudomoe? It's made by the same creator as The Dangers in My Heart, and they are two completely different series. Somewhat. I'm actually still glad that the author got 2 of her series animated. Now, if only she gets a 3rd one. Mine is Made in Abyss. Oh, that's what I was saying. That's what I was talking about earlier. Let me finish this story. I gotta tell you guys. And I gotta start over because I keep starting and stopping. So, like, listen, why you gotta do me like that? Because pain is for all. Wow, complete coincidence. I heard that anime OP today and wondered where it's from, and you just named it. What luck. Yeah, what is it? Mitsudomoe is so... Like, I love both of the openings for Mitsudomoe. Never visit the author's apartment. What is it? So, like, speaking of Made in Abyss, so I kid you not. So, like, I'm the anime researcher in my home. And so, me and my sister, we're pretty close. And so, when I got into anime, she wanted to get in on it too, and I introduced her to One Piece and a couple others too, and I talked to her frequently about anime itself for what's available this season, what was in the past, and whatsoever and whatnot. And so recently she started picking up anime again, and she started watching it with her husband, and and she comes to me today because we're just kind of talking and, like, doing chores and stuff like that. And she's like, hey, so, like, I was watching anime, and this anime was so cute. We were watching it together, and we thought it was super cute about, like, this girl trying to rescue her mother and stuff like that. And I was disturbed by what I saw. And she took her time and was like, what was the name of the series? And I'm like, I don't recognize the series. I'm like, what? I'm like, what type of series about rescuing your mother? And then The series was Made in Abyss. Her and her husband watched Made in Abyss. They watched all of season 1 and they watched the movie and they were like, that was just depressing. And I was like, bro, if you would have told me, I would have told you not to watch Made in Abyss. That's like body horror and stuff. That's like body horror. Like deep-seated body horror. And the thing is though, she said it was still good. It's just that it was depressing because they introduced, like, I don't watch Made in Abyss. I want to, but I have not watched Made in Abyss. But I've gone over some of the plot details from when I kind of like go out of my way to like watch stuff. And one of them was finding out the movie with the organ harvesting. And she was like, yeah, no, this is depressing and sad. And I was like, oh, if you would have told me, I would have told you not to watch Made in Abyss, bro. And Normie was exposed to pee. Here's the thing though, she finished Fruits Basket faster than me, so she knows about anime weirdness. It's just that she was not prepared for how dark it would have gotten like that. It's just so, again, Made in Abyss is very dark, so I really wouldn't be surprised. And then I told her about how K-pop stans tried to cancel their that one K-pop star about watching Made in Abyss, and I thought it was kind of funny. A Normie was exposed to pee. Me watches movie. My friend, the bad guy, has a good point. Everyone else watches the World War II. Everyone else watching the World War II documentary. They put it on Netflix. In high school, before I was a weeb, my friend tried to explain to me how High School of the Dead was a good plot. Unironically, he never mentioned the fan service to me. Or no, Netflix. It was Disney Plus, which is way worse. Was it? You know that one manga about the dog man hunting down his father? That one? That will probably never get an anime. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I'm tempted to say it. We're gonna call it by its alternate name that the white people can say. Dog Ningen. Dog Ningen. We're gonna call it by that name so that the YouTube overlords don't strike me down. But I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. Because the author is super based for that. Me watches movie. My friend, the bad guy, has a good point. Everyone else watching the World War II documentary. Oops, whoops. Ah! Why are you repeating the same joke twice? The Cockroach Guys manga got an anime. The Cockroach Guys? Are you talking about, what is it? That There's Always Hope. The Cockroach anime. Was it Cockroach anime. All I keep getting is Terraformers. I'm an idiot! Was it am 20 year I should listen to Teenage Dirtbags. I should listen to Teenage Dirtbag one more time. Just listen to 19 Sci by the people that made Holic. XXX Holic. Totally good song to listen to at the age of 19. I love Holic to death. I need to finish it, but watching Tanya the Evil, like, oh, that's so cute. She's warning them about war crimes. I remember when, like, that was my first introduction to Myth and Roid. I love Myth and Roid. To be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. Man, their openings go so hard. What is it? Myth and Roid, they did the opening for Isekai Cheat Magician. Also, ReZero, they did, I think, not the first one, they did the second one, and then they did, I want to say they did more openings for ReZero. I know they did a lot of the ending themes for Overlord. Speaking of dubs, the Japanese dub of Ninja Batman nailed some of the Japanese voices, especially Bat and Jokler. Soul Slayer, you can't get me. Yeah. what is it? What's other series? I'm trying, like, what is it? Recently I've been trying to remember a lot of the series that I watched as a kid. So, like, we had Dokoro-chan, we have, oh yeah! Please Teacher. Can I ask you a question? That's a little on the off subject you can dwell on for a few minutes. I must know, Kieran. One series I remember enjoying a lot back then was Please Teacher. I loved that one. That one's probably going to be super controversial. It's going to be super controversial. It would probably get me canceled one day. But I will fully and happily admit that I enjoyed every second of Please Teacher at the age of like, what? Like 15? I loved Please Teacher. No, 15, 14. Then there's Please Twins. I never finished that one. But we might. I might. I'm not sure. There's no guarantee. Read this in your head if you're an idiot. You can't get me, Soul Slayer. You can't get me. You can't get me, bro. And with that, I bid all the farewells. For one. Twitter tried to cancel Call of the Night. Listen, you can't cancel peak character design no matter how much you try. For me, a lady in, oh, you know what? We're going to draw her in the teacher from Please Teacher. I will eventually. But it's about the Black VTuber Award, announcing a few days ago that voting is now open, but the main gist is how Black VTubers are not given opportunities. Okay, I know which one. Recently said it. I don't know if you touch on this, but how you feel about this? Do you think it's true, or do you think those same elaborate play to win skin color, people blaming their shortcomings on their skin? To be honest, can I be real here? It's both. Like, what is it? To, like, make this, like, a serious discussion real quick. It's a bit of both. Let's be real here. There have been, like, what is it? There have been people who have studied it. There have been people who have tested it. On the one hand, it is people who do blame it on, like, their skin because they're self-blaming themselves. Because, let's be real here, there are racists in the anime community. The K-On! The K-On! Profile pics have proven so. That being said, there's a reason why I chose to make my VTuber model black. Number one, why not? Number two, why not? And number three, if I really want to make, I guess, my quote-unquote my own difference, the K-On! Say no more. Like, what is it? I know, like, what is it? For myself, I know good and well that by choosing to make my model black, I know good and well it's probably going to attract people who are probably racist. I know it's going to be, like, attracting people who don't probably want to see me because I'm black. But you know what I'm going to do? I've never been ashamed of the fact that I'm black, which is why I go out of my way to promote the fact that I'm black or don't promote that I'm black. What is K-On! You've never... Oh, no, he doesn't know, guys! He doesn't know! He doesn't know! So K-On! So it's K-On. Why is it K-On? I want to watch more of it. Of what? What is it? So K-On! Is like, what is it? So it's basically this anime about these girls who, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pull up a picture of K-On! K-On! What is it? K-On! You're not gonna believe this, but this show, for some reason, attracts a lot of racists. It was like during the time of the height of the Moe blob. Ken, you know, was it? You know, if I call you lame, you know that is a sign of respect. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take that. You're lame. But you're lame, Soul Slayer. What is it? This show tracks so many racists. I have not encountered them, but I have, not against myself, but I have actually encountered a lot of these profile pics because I need a good laugh every once in a while. K-On! Is a music anime about cute girls doing cute things at the height of the anime girl popularity. Oh, yeah, you probably now recognize it. This show attracts a lot of racists for some reason. To be honest, I kind of find it hilarious. Me neither. Thank you. What is it? What is it? So the thing is, though, is like, on the one hand, yes, a lot of people are blaming a little bit of it as a shortcoming for skin. But the problem is they are not without evidence and reason to. Because let's be real here, there's a lot of white people in this space. That's not a racist. That's not racist. That's just a fact. And people always try and, you know, what is it? It's probably being studied right now. Moe at its peak, for real. I find it funny, but it's become, oh, of course he likes K-On! On Twitter. To be honest, I could never get into K-On! Or any of its music. I always kind of thought it was like, I kind of thought the music in K-On! Was like, personally to me, bad. Don't be racist, I am a building than white. I think it's more Asian than white. No, here's the thing though. It is Asian. It is Asian. When it comes to VTubing, it's more Asian. When it comes to the general Twitch population, it's mostly white people. That being said, I'm in Slayer's territory. Hello, Mirai Shibuya. It's been a while. As in 2 days. Bocchi the Rock is just K-On! Without the racism. It's bad. You know what? You're right. Bocchi the Rock is modern day K-On!, bro. Die, Mirai. No! The bassist eyebrows scare me. Look how thick they are. It reminds me of geometry class shutters. What? What? That's like the cutest part. That's one of the reasons why I appreciate thick eyebrows. And an anime character. That's why I love that. You can't say that. Take that back. The Mandarin slice eyebrows. Listen, take that back. I love that eyebrow feature. To be honest, out of all the characters, I think she's the most unique because of her eyebrows. Like, let's be real here. I'm home, boys. Like, what is it? I guess to wrap up the discussion for Kieran, it's both. In like, what is it? In a lot of ways, this is a space to really, if we really want to be real with it, VTubing is a space for the Asian market, and they play to that market really well because that is their dominant market. Now, of course, we have a lot of white people coming in. We have a lot of other races coming in, of black, indigenous, and just everybody coming in. The problem is, hello, Mirai. The problem is when you try and overtake that space, because here's the thing, we cannot, what is it? Thick thighs, nah, thick eyebrows. Sorry, I'm doing this. Don't worry. What is it? The problem is the fact that like I said, it's both people wanting to push all the blame on it when it's only part of the problem. The problem is, number one, you have to know you're entertaining. If you think and know you're entertaining, you will attract a lot of people to come to you. That's why I'm like, try and be as charismatic as possible on stream, even though I'm bad at video games. Because I know, and I know deep within me, because I've always been told this ever since I can remember, I'm an entertainer. And I know I'm entertaining, so we're gonna put that entertainment value to the test. That being said, though, we all do have a right to be upset about the fact that skin color does kind of play a role for some people. But here's the thing, though. I'm not trying to attract those people. I'm trying to be me. And I can't have it any other way. Kendra does not have either. What? Listen. Just because my model is drawn like this does not mean that I... Your opinion on 911. What's your opinion on 911? To be honest, can I be unironic with you? I was actually thinking about like the benefits of how having 3 numbers like 911 has been beneficial for society, because if 911 had a full-on phone number, we would have so many more deaths than usual. Can I be real? I literally had this internal discussion, I think yesterday. The benefits of 911. It having 3 numbers so that we're not dying trying to remember the last 4. And area code. Can you suck at Portal? Yeah, and you suck at life. What is it? To me, I think people are told there's oppression everywhere, so they see it everywhere. Then people are hateful because they are told it doesn't exist. Pretty much. What is it? I think, like I said, it's always a bit of both. There's always evidence on all sides. Yes, there is colorism in the VTuber community, but not without reason, because Twitter is a cesspit, and anybody who wants to experiment, you're doing wrong, time to be a bigot to other races. What is it? Can I actually talk about it? What is it? Can I actually talk about this? Can you guys, what is it? 000 is better. Easier to remember. Unironically, you know what, you're right. You know what, you're right. But the thing is, though, is you need, like, anybody can have 000. Yes, do it. Can I talk about this? Hold on, let me, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. What is it? Ender, can you give me a summary, please? What I find really annoying is the inclusive social justice types never realizing that they're the most racist, ignorant people in the room at any given moment. I'm sorry, but you're right, Booba Sweat. Can I be real here? Booba's right, because that's exactly what I was gonna get on. Have a white VTuber model, but you're not white. Literally, nobody cares. Have a black VTuber model, but you're not black. You're getting death threats from the inclusive bunch. Now, that's the thing. Here's the thing. I won't necessarily agree with that, actually. That one I won't agree with, because here's how... Okay, what is it right now? It's about race and VTubers, Mirai. Unfortunately, we must get what the Twitter users call political for real quick. Can I be real here? Can I give you my genuine thoughts on VTubing? And if you want to tune out, that's fine. I just kind of want to talk about this because I was gonna eventually talk about this one day. Leo, my VTuber model is blue. I'm not blue. Like, what is it? One thing that the VTuber community, and this is not just the VTuber community, it's just more I think it's more prominent in the VTuber community, is the white savior complex. Can I be real with you? Like, there's white saviorism, too much white saviorism in not just the VTuber community, really all of Twitter, but it's worse in the VTuber community and really worse against those in the quote unquote anime sphere. Listen to me when I say this. There is racism in the anime community. Those against minorities, like who are black and indigenous and everything. But there's a way too much racism to Japanese people, because people always like flip-flop on if they're a minority or not a minority. And it's really an issue that I really think people should call out. And I'm going to pay attention to the comments as much as I can, but I'm also going to try and keep my thoughts straight. There's a lot of white saviorism in the community, because I've seen way too many VTubers who are white try and defend black people in the VTuber space, but what they will do is they will take white people and Asian people and be like, you're like taking a part of this culture and you don't understand what it's like to be black, therefore I'm gonna say everything but racial slurs. And that's an issue. And people do it all the time on Twitter, where they'll literally say everything but slurs. Like, oh, well, what do you expect? They're Japanese. That's still bigoted. You just said bigoted lingo without saying the actual slur. And that's my problem with a lot of what's happening in regards to Twitter, in regards to like the anime community, because it's like, I think one of the worst areas to like find it, you'll find it is on TikTok, where it be like Japanese interviews and stuff like that, where some of the interviews, the comment section will be great. And then other times you'll have interviews where they talk about, or not even interviews, just people talking about daily life in Japan. And they do have problems. Let's be real here. You can't avoid the fact that Japan does have a groping problem and whatnot and stuff. But the problem is that the comment section will be unmoderated, and you'll have way too many people be like, what do you expect? They're Japanese. And that sounds is just in itself very racist. And I'm just like, you said everything but slurs. Just because someone's like, here's the thing, a good example that people will jump on all the time, or not even all the time, a good example that I think exemplifies it all was during, and I'm not trying to bring up the Niji Sanji stuff just to bring up the Niji Sanji stuff, is Niji Sanji and how Enna and Uki handled what they said. With Enna was immediately bamboozled by the fact that she literally said everything but the word black, or she didn't say the N-word, which is good, but the problem is she danced around the term black so much, she made herself come off as racist by using racial stereotypes. And then you have people like Uki Violetta who will just flat out say white people and stuff like that, and that in and of itself is racist. So now, here's the thing, I get what some people are saying, systematic racism is a thing, but the problem with systematic racism is people only focus on systematic racism. Because just because white people are a minority does not mean that they are a minority everywhere. And the amount of people who have come out during the whole Uki situation being like, listen, not everyone is privileged everywhere. To be honest, I know a lot of people who are white and are absolutely not privileged. In fact, they have been through some of the most horrible everything that I can encounter. And for a long time, we were friends until, you know what, they decided to betray my family's trust. Because we were the first people to reach out to them, and they wanted to feel welcomed again. And they were, but the problem was that they were clearly being used, but we had to move forward because that's just how things were. The problem with just how people treat racism in the VTuber community is they think shunning and dissuading race by being, again, what I call a white savior complex, which is a real term, in and of itself is its own racism, because you're infantilizing other minorities to try to appeal to the minority. Which, by the way, is just, again, another form of racism. And the reason why is because during the Uki situation, people were bringing up the Fillion situation, where she brought up that George Floyd joke. And what happened was that I encountered someone, and I was like, this is one of the reasons why racism will never go away. Because you literally will be like, oh, don't be racist to black people. and then you're gonna be racist to white people. That's still continuing the cycle of racism. And then what ends up happening is that, again, it just continues the cycle. And then the person came at me and was like, well, you're just privileged because they didn't know I was black. And it took like a couple of replies to be like, I'm black, bro. I'm not doing it because I'm privileged. I'm doing it because that's the right thing to do. And then they came at me and was like, you should be embarrassed for defending this white woman because you're black. And I'm just like, why should I be embarrassed? You're being racist. I shouldn't have to, that's not embarrassing to me. Because if you were if someone was being racist to you, I would do the same thing. And then I called him out being like, listen, that's white saviorism because you want to defend minorities, but you don't want to listen to the minority. You just want a yes men minority. And then they came at me and was like, I'd rather be a white savior than a white bootlicker. And I'm just like, do you even know? I wanted to respond so badly, but I was just like so stunned by that. And I was like, you do realize what a white savior is, right? And I'm just like, I gotta stop. What is wrong with you people? Again, and that's not the first time that I've encountered that. There was one other guy, he was a VTuber manager, and he was going around calling VTubers white VTubers, even though he was responding to an Asian VTuber. He was going around calling them white roaches. And I was like, and he also made grape threats to another individual, but he was also going around calling white people white roaches. That wasn't right. And then he deleted the replies. And then when he got confronted about it because they were archived, he's like, I didn't do any of that. And I am a very inclusive person. And I'm like, no. I immediately went to his comment section because I originally had him blocked. I unblocked him and was like, listen, bro, what you said was wrong. You said something racist. And you still have not apologized for those grape threats that you made. That you're terrible. You're a terrible manager. You need to apologize for that. Obviously, I didn't get a response for that, but I needed to leave that there being like, bro, you're awful because you have such a big white savior complex and you need to stop. And then he tried to also be like, well, my experience was as an immigrant is also comparable to that of black people. No, it is not. Even I can say that. As much as I understand every person in life because of the things that have brought us to this day, because here's the thing. The past does not define us, but it has set a precedent. It has set a precedent of what we're experiencing today. And it's like, at some point, you have to just live life and be like, you know what? What my ancestors did sucked, and I hate that. And if I could do anything, I would do anything to prevent that. But at the same time, I can't be wrapped up in that. Acknowledge it, call it like it is, and be like, hey, this sucks. I don't want you to do that. What you did is bad. But you can't call out the racism on one side without acknowledging the racism on the other side. Because we have the extreme end where we have some people in the anime community who are extremely bigoted, extremely racist. Some of the jokes are funny, so I'm not gonna lie about that because I'm gonna be serious. And then you have people on the other end of the spectrum who they can't even say the word black because they have, what is it? I think they call it white guilt for what their ancestors did. Not white what is it? There's a lot. Not white savior exactly, but I hate when, per se, a VTuber says this is racist because of all the specific nuances, reasons, and all the replies of good people are like, I can't believe some people are still judging people about their skin, as if that's why the original thing was called racist. Exactly. Like, again, there's a reason why I call it. Like, I'm gonna say it like this. Modern racism is not what past racism is. Yeah, people still use slurs, but there's more people no longer using slurs because they know it'll get them in trouble. That's why I don't get mad about people who say the N-word. Because let's be real here. You got Sally over here saying the N-word, but you got Billy over here saying everything but the N-word. Of making racist stereotypes. A good example would be the stuff that was going on with Has-Been Hotel, where people were where the VA was justifiably black. But the problem was the fact that people were linking the character of being black because of stereotypes already launched onto black people. That's my issue. People are doing everything, they're doing everything a racist would without having to drop any slurs. And that's a big problem that I think is never addressed in the VTuber community. And I really, really wish it was. Because it sucks that that's even a thing. It's stupid that it's even a thing. Because you can't be like, we need to stop racism, and then just like, you just still do things that are still considered racist. It's like, how should I put this? A good example. I don't even know if I can give an example. I just like went on this whole like long-winded rant thing. Like I said, I've always wanted to talk about this because it's just a thing that like has always bugged me within the VTuber community. And I wanted to actually talk about this for Black History Month, but I was like, I'm not sure if I want to, because I know good and well you guys probably would be uncomfortable with that. But like, genuinely, that's how I feel about a lot of VTubing, because what they'll do is they'll also, like, what is it? It's white saviorism. It's saying everything but the N-word. It's bringing down other people of other races to prop up black VTubers and stuff. And it's like, yes, but at the same time, we can't do that, because then it's gonna get to a point where someone in that person you're trying to put down gets hurt, and then we have all this stuff coming back to the surface where then people are now scared to say anything against that minority. We shouldn't have to be scared about saying this and that and whatever to certain minorities if it means that we all come together and be like, hey, what you said was wrong. Don't get defensive. Don't deny what you said. Be like, hey, what you said was bad. And you know what? What I said was bad too. Let's forgive. Let's move on. Because, listen, everyone deserves a chance at grace and mercy. And that's mostly what I'm trying to get at also. Because you'll say, like I said, how should I put this? You'll say everything but the N-word. And then get on people who do say the N-word. But if you said the N-word in your past, or if you said it even by accident, or even if you did it as a joke, your closet is always gonna be, full of skeletons. Just, again, like I said, I always like, a little surface level racism is a good thing, unironically, because it's an opportunity to share and understand diverse cultures. That wouldn't, what is it? How should I put this? That's not really racism, that's just ignorance, if that makes any sense. Like, say, a good example, or I guess if there is surface level racism, it would be like how like like a good example, Hololive and the N-word incident. Back then, people didn't know, what is it? A lot of people, Japanese companies didn't know that the N-word had big significance in America. Let's be real here. Real racism comes from a deep understanding of another culture or complete apathy to that culture. And you know what? You're right. Ignorance, apathy, or you really are like doing that. And I think that Twitter as a whole doesn't get that. The instant video of Chinese government signs made Asian people be racist went viral. Asian hate stopped trending. They are so childish on what racism is on Twitter. You're right. Oh, here's a good example. Another thing I retweeted a while ago. It was this sign, and it said, "Stop East Asian hate." And you know what? That was bad, because it singled out every other Asian race, and it just only cared for East Asian lives. And that was ignorant, and that was not good. But the poster was then proceeded to be racist to East Asians. Be like, well, why did, like, what is it? It was like, well, who came up with it in the first place? Which is a good thing to call out. But the problem came from the fact that everyone else in the comment section just started being, again, racist to East Asians. And singling them out. And being like, that's the issue. You can't be like, oh, hey, we're gonna stop being racist to them, and then we're gonna start being racist to you. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's like super counterproductive. And that's pretty much what I mean. It's super counterproductive. You can't go from being racist to one race and then switching that racism to another race. That's a problem. That's a really bad problem, because what's going to happen is that's going to get to a point where the cycle of racism, to the degree that it got, is going to flip, and it's going to go back around in circles over and over again. I don't think it'll get to that point, but it can, and that's the issue. Was it like Lexi Amanwa, like starving someone with a sharp stat, was starving and then each other, but it's just basically that, like hiding your hate with a costume of good things, costuming good, more or less. I think so. Like in China, the government actually said, because these are, yeah, that, instead of blaming blaming all the same people who feel oppressed by some shit. Pretty much, yeah, like that. Like, what is it? Like, here's the thing. It's not good. It's not good. Like, a good example, also, another good example. I talked about this like a couple months back, when the whole Get Schooled manhwa got canceled, and funny enough, it actually came back into Korea. The whole Get Schooled comic, where they portrayed that black kid, that black mixed Korean kid, like an American stereotype, and had one of the mixed white Asian be saying the N-word. When people saw that, people were like, hey, yo, that's not cool. But then they started being racist to Koreans in the comment sections. And it was just like, you are saying everything but slurs again. That's the issue. That's the issue. You cannot switch your focus. Because what is it? Because what happens is that it switches the narrative. And it goes from, this is wrong that you depicted black people like this, to, oh, who would have guessed that a Korean would have done it? That's awful. You can't say that. That's just being racist without dropping anything. And that's why, what is it? When I announced that, and like I actually, because I was one of the first people to post about it on Reddit, and I called that out, and I was like, we're not doing that. We're not lying. We're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. If you get what I mean. I'm sorry. The same people feel oppressed by assumption. Pretty much what I'm trying to get at is, like, there are two problems in the VTuber community there's like one problem in the VTuber community, and that problem is white saviorism. The other problem just not even the VTuber community, but really just a worldwide problem, is we have a problem, just as a species, as human species, we have a problem of swapping here's the thing. We eliminate all the racism to, like, minorities, black people, indigenous people. We cannot swap our focus on that. If we swap our focus on racism, that's just going to continue the cycle of racism, and that's the issue. So, I hope you love my long-winded, unhinged rant about that. I'm not really good with my words when it comes to stuff like that. And that's why I saw all your comments and stuff like that. It's just that I have a bad time focusing. So, like, it's just, what is it? Me go someone, it's easy target because they live in a whole ocean away. Exactly. What is it? Kendra, please read this. Kendra, well, there was a guy who defended his supporter and said that there's no such thing as digital black. Listen to me when I say this. It's real. Listen. Anybody who says something isn't real, unless it's like a real conspiracy theory, it's most likely real. Digital blackface is very, very much real. That being said, if somebody's using a black GIF, that's not because it's digital blackface. That's just because black people have the best reactions. And they're right. Digital what? Okay, so there's this thing online called digital blackface. And I'm gonna have to be specific on this. I'm not trying to be racist about this. A bunch of white Twitter users and some from the black people Twitter noticed that a lot of people were using digital blackface, where they mask and pretend to be black to quote unquote act black so that they can talk to people online. And then they got discovered that they were not black. And they were trying to use being black as a personality trait, because that's what they were doing. And then what ended up happening was that people started going after them being like, you can't pretend to be black. That's super offensive. That's its own form of blackface and stuff. And that's why it was called digital blackface. And then you have people who were just using black GIFs. And then people started going after them thinking they were doing digital blackface when they were just using GIFs of black people. Because let's be real here, GIFs of black people are really funny because they give the best reactions. I know this. I've stared at a mirror. I've literally cracked jokes to myself to see my own expression, and I have a pretty good reaction face. Even my own sister and mom have the best face when something stupid happens. But the problem is they were going after a target that was there, but wrong people. So right method, wrong people. Was it how cartoonish raises media depicts racism? Like we try to get societies to equality, people, and so on. But in movies, it's basically this random dude called a slur and dumped their coffee, and there's no good. Like we all know that behavior is bad. Yeah, that one. What is it? Not that. Was it what? Not that. You know that pancake waffles Twitter image? So if you hate waffles, I was called racist once for assuming a POC would agree with you. Like what? What alchemy that together? What is it? That's like a double. What is it? Ender lollipop guy? Not only like what is it? I've actually been trying to broaden my horizons with that because at one point I actually kind of thought that. There's like two types of people who do that. People who genuinely need the opinion of someone from different countries and then assuming that everyone agrees with you just because you say that. But that's more of an echo chamber thing because let's be real here. Both sides do it. Both sides want a quote-unquote Japanese person, black person, Asian person, want them to agree with them on particular topics. Oh, I almost forgot. This one's funny. I gotta talk to you guys about this story. The perfect example of white saviorism I have ever seen on Twitter. That's the blackface I'm talking about. Okay. This dude drew a picture of an actual black-skinned character's face, expressive big nose and lips. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, no. We talking to like red lips and all? Or pale like lips and all? Twitter mental gymnastics put the Ringling Brothers circus to shame. Can I tell you guys a story of like the worst sense of like white saviorism I've ever heard? And what really made me realize that Twitter as a whole has a white saviorism complex. So there's this one girl on Twitter. She's very famous for doing Japanese kimonos. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say her new username because she rebranded since then, but she went by the name Osaka Rin. If you know who I'm talking about, do not put her name in the chat. Do not put her name in the chat. And what happened was that she has a constant habit where she lives in Japan, but she constantly bashes on Japanese people and lies about a lot of the things she went through. Because, what is it? A good example of one of her lies was that she said, if Japan is so safe, then why is this sign on my building? And it was, number one, the sign was from an elementary school. So people were questioning, you live in an elementary school? So she's kind of that kind of white savior who will lie to get the appeal of everyone around her. And of course, her whole thing is like, she bashes Japanese people. And she got flack last time because what happened was that she was trying to explain herself, being like, that's the wrong style to do kimonos. Because again, she runs a kimono business. And she proceeded to get flack from a lot of Japanese users because they were like, that's not the standard. It's the standard way, but that's just one way of doing it. And then she rebranded into Osaka Rin. Then she got caught again because she started bashing on Japanese people again, but everyone was calling them out. I think it had something to do with lollies and stuff like that. They caught her bashing lollies. She got more support and everyone was agreeing with her until, and I'm not kidding with you, if I can find the tweet, she proceeded to drop, and she was like, I have so much support. None of you guys can none of you guys are normal just because you like lollies and stuff like that. And she proceeds to say the dumbest thing I had ever seen and the most shocking thing I had ever seen on Twitter up to that point. She said, and I'm paraphrasing but quoting what she said, because she did say a lot of the words I'm about to say. And to all my POC users, to my POC and indigenous followers, hit me up in Japan so I can use my white privilege here. Out of all the words that I just spoken, she did in fact say, I will use my white privilege here. I can definitely guarantee you about that. Yes, she said that. And everyone turned on her instantly. Because everyone was like, what in the white savior complex is this? To be fair, kimono police are a real thing in Japan. Kimono police, they're called, not gonna lie, that's kind of funny. Bloodis did get it. She thought she was her, pretty much. I was like, we're witnessing the same thing, right? Because I was just shocked. I was like, someone actually said that. Because that is the definition. Again, that was what made me realize Twitter has a white savior complex problem. Because that's not the first time I've saw that. That was the biggest one I saw. But after that, I've seen at least 5 other people in the VTuber space do exactly that. Maybe not say, hit me up and I'll use my white privilege, but be like to all you white roaches. Or, oh, it's okay to be racist to other white people because I know my privilege. Bro, listen to me. Don't be racist to yourself. That's self-hatred. And you're gonna end up hurting yourself because of that. Not just Twitter. Oh yeah, no, I know it's not just Twitter. It's just that Twitter is more condensed with that type of stuff, if you know what I mean. It's just like, wow, I can't believe you actually said that. That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to, like, that's what I mean. Like, cut it with the white saviorness, bro. I'm like, whoa, I can't believe you said that. Like, wow. Exactly! I know I can find the tweet. She deleted the tweet, but people screenshot it. Rev says Des, like, covered it. But I watched that live. What is it? I don't know why Lollies is banned, because I never banned it. What was it? Remember that one black VTuber that was exposed to like Lollies and every black POC I like dogpiled him and said the dumbest thing, you're trying to be black, but you're not because POCs never like Lollies. I vaguely remember that. Which is ironic because I'm not a lolicon, but I think lollies are the cutest in the world. Kendra, so you agree that blackface is real and not fake like the idiot claims? Yes, obviously. What? Listen to me when I say this. Blackface is real. It's still here. Let's be real here. The amount of photos we keep finding of politicians says as much. The problem is, though, are you willing to own up to it and be like, yeah, I did that, and change from it? Because if I can show grace and mercy to some of the people that have offended me, you should probably listen. Oh, Canada. These people, lol. Wait, why was things flagged? I have no idea. Wait, I think I know why. Because thing can be a euphemism for you know. thing can be a euphemism. You know what I mean? And because Lolly was also in it, in like the paragraph. So yeah. What is it? No, I don't. Okay, so like thing can be a euphemism. So yeah, Opaface is also offensive to JK. Telling by how I had to allow it. You're right. JK to all. JK to all. I have no clue what you're talking about. Well, let's leave it at that. If you know what a euphemism is, you pretty much know what I mean. What is it? But nah, that's pretty much just what I want to talk about in regards to that. I might talk about it again if I'm more articulate because, like I said, I'm not good with my words when it comes to serious topics like this. And I was trying to get the points down, but I ended up mixing in more points together. And like, here's the thing. I will say this. There's a difference between like, what is it? Like people who do like, what is it? I just wish if people are racist, they just be racist instead of hiding it behind the mask like that, like this. To be honest, you're right. It's not bad to say I find black people hilarious, right? No, because a lot of them are still in the entertainment industry for a reason. That's why Will Smith got popular. That's why a lot of these people are as famous as they are. I know what you've mismissed. I just don't know what you meant by that thing meant. Oh. Pee-pee. That's the euphemism. If you caught that, you caught that. Who is sneezing in the background? And just people, just family in the background. Sweet summer child. Twitch being woke. Can I be real with you? There are people here who, what is it? There's people, okay, one thing, got him. What is it? There's people that are woke, and then there's people that just are stupid. Remember Opera GX arc? Oh yeah, I remember that. That was funny because Opera GX is stupid sometimes. Still have their browsers though. I ain't getting rid of you just because you're a hypocrite. Not yet anyway. Oof. For anybody who doesn't remember the Opera GX incident, someone tagged Opera GX and was like, this guy, who, by the way, the guy who called Opera GX about the other guy, the lolly guy, was subscribed to the lolly guy. And everybody was like, so why are you subscribed to the lolly guy? It's to keep track of him. And I'm just like, sure, buddy, sure. Sure, that's okay, Grandma. Often the people who are most racist think they're not racist. Oh yeah, no, that's true. Just look at K-pop stans. It's never not the actual creep. It's never not the actual creeps that are the most vocal about it. Yeah, that's why we always have to reset the clock every month. It's all, listen, look at Vosh. My man, not my man. I never want him to be my man ever. It was a mistake. And he's a minor too. Yeah. And everybody was like, why are you following him if you think that his content is problematic? And he's like, well, I was just keeping track of him. Again, that's nice, Grandma. Now head to the home. Head to the senior home. There you can take your meds. People try so hard to be progressive, they have to give up some of their humanity. The more they disagree, the more humanity they get rid of. Bosch is like the Reddit condensed down into a single person. This is the same man who said that we should lower the age of consent to 16. I don't trust anything that man says. I don't trust a single thing that man says. Ever. That's why we put him on the tier list. My man tried to defend himself by not my man! Never my man! The guy tried to defend the fact that he had lolly by saying, you guys know what you guys know what goblins are, right? Despite the fact that Reddit, despite the fact that, not even Reddit, 4chan of all people were like, hold on a minute, I recognize that VTuber. Those are images of VTubers. No! Okay, Giant. Listen, you know what Pipkin Pippa said, right? I'm not taking the opinion of a man who thinks horses are attractive. I am not. I'm not taking this. The moment I found that out the other, I'm not even taking your opinion. I'm not taking your opinion seriously. I just wish Destiny, Hassan, and Xander all were held accountable for their terrible stuff they say. Listen. Let me tell you a funny story about a man who goes by the name of XQC. XQC is one of the biggest hypocrites of all because he played Gun Gal, and the man bricked on stream. That's all I need to know about some of these YouTubers, because something will always come to light, no matter what. Even his own fans could not defend him. Just joining, you said horses are attractive. No, we're talking about Vosh, aka go to jail, man. I really mean it. Please go to jail, Vosh. How long do you think it will be until Twitch bans me? How long will you be until Twitch bans me? Doesn't matter if Twitch bans me, because what'll happen is I'll just move over to, I'll just shut down my link to Twitch until I'm unbanned. And we'll just be streaming on YouTube for a bit. Bricked? Yeah. What's wrong with Gun Gal? Nothing. It's the problem. The thing with XQC, okay, what is it? And here's the thing, I'm not trying to well, we're doing a little bit of bashing here. We making fun of him a little bit. Gun Gal. I love Gun Gal. We're probably never gonna play Gun Gal on stream or at all because, well, it's Gun Gal, and if you know, you know. XQC is uncancelable. He's out of touch. Yeah, he's out of touch with everybody around him. Listen. I made my joke. What is it? I've made my joke. I've made the joke before. I'm gonna put it in chat. I'm gonna put it in chat for all y'all to see my joke about XQC during the whole Iron Mouse thing, where he said that Iron Mouse was a man. Why do you think you'll get banned from Twitch? What kind of horrible acts are you committing? Well, you see, we're talking about things like racism, but I might be able to get away with it because I'm black. I might be. Not a guarantee, though. I remember feeling bad for that one VTuber who challenged and ruined Twitch's new VTuber art policy. We clowned on her. But then a flesh tuber does the exact same thing by doing the deed on stream, and we didn't treat him as badly. That's kind of upsets me. You're not talking about who I think you're talking about, right? Don't say their name. Don't say their name. But if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, a specific glasses VTuber, we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to talk about them for very, very, very many reasons, because I know good and well that is the day I actually get angry. I don't think XQC post-op lobotomy fanbase even know how to care about anything. Listen, this is the same man who reacted. What is it? Didn't he react to like what was going on in Ukraine and Palestine, and then he got clowned on by Quite because Quite brought up his divorce? True. Didn't respond after that one. That's for sure. All the money in the world. And you already know how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't dish out what you can't take. At least XQC proved that fans indeed do not care about how terrible their Oshi is. Like, he proves there's no limit. Yes, then he responded with money pics. Oh no, he did. Oh, what is it? Everyone, okay, so here's how it went. For those who don't know, so a while ago, XQC reacted to, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the Palestine-Israeli thing that's going on, or it was the Ukraine stuff. Dare you do a face reveal, Ken? Never. And what ended up happening was that people were calling him out because, you know, obviously that's not a thing you react to for content. And he started flexing his money. He was like, well, guilt can wash away because I have a bunch of money. And then Quite came in and was like, well, yeah, you're a despicable human being. And then XQC started flexing his Rolex. And then Quite was like, well, that still doesn't change the fact that you're an awful human being. Then he flexed his new shoes, I think, or just more money, and then Quite brought up his divorce. And that shut XQC up for the rest of the day. Because let's be real here, he doesn't like to talk about that. This is true. In a way, he proves what one of the Niji talents said is true. Even if it's out of context. Let's be real here. I'm gonna be really honest with you. Some people say that stream was out of context. Can I be absolutely real with you? Even if it is out of context, don't ever say stuff like that. Please think before you talk, especially with everything that happened. Please don't ever say stuff like that. That's awful. Even if out of context, you know how that's probably going to be. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm high-pitched for no reason. I almost choked on my spit. Oh, that is one of the dumbest quotes I have heard in a long time. Yes. She's maximum artistic, though. True. Yeah, I never liked this kid who reacts and gets millions of dollars. Sometimes he just sits there for minutes and on end, not saying anything while he's reacting to something. Listen, if he's gonna do it, at least do what the people on TikTok do and put a thing of cake making in the corner. That's transformative. I hate how when people say stuff, then immediately apologize and people cut that out. What is it? It's like, what is it? I do appreciate the fact that she did apologize. What happened? What are you referring to? The Niji Sanji talent. We're not going to say who. We're not going to say who because let's be real here. She's already been dragged through the mud enough with that. Things come to light. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But it was a Niji Sanji talent in a membership stream. She was trying to say, hey, she should have never apologized to those people. No, here's the thing. She wasn't apologizing to those people. She was apologizing to her members because she was like, no, that was wrong to say. Clickbait is always more popular than truth. That is true. That is true. Yep. A good example. Fillion. Fillion apologized for her George Floyd joke. People always cut that out. And even then, the usual people who bring that up, yeah, never apologize to Twitter. Here's the thing, never apologize to Twitter, but you can apologize to your audience. Like, if I say something and I genuinely think I'm, like, wrong about that, I'm gonna apologize to you. Even if you guys don't think I deserve to apologize for it, I'll apologize to you, not to Twitter. Because Twitter wants people's heads on a pike, and that's when all the shackles come off and the true racists come out. Okay, probably not. See, I didn't even know she apologized. No way to get information except myself. She did apologize. It was a quick, like, no, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, guys. For, like, the Enna stuff. I remember I actually posted that onto Reddit because I was actually mad about that. Because here's the thing. Even if she apologized, I personally think that it still shouldn't have been said, but what am I to, like, hold that over her head? Because let's be real here, I've done things in my past that I've probably regretted or do still regret, and it's like, people forgave me for that. Trust me. There's a lot of a certain VTuber. Everyone makes mistakes. We won't bring up that. But I will say though, Aunt Hime is I hope to see more content from Aunt Hime. I think most people who do not actively seek out knowledge don't know she apologized. True. What is it? I remember I found the clip and I saw that. I think also it's just the fact that people exit out of the video immediately because, like, say, like, the apology is at, like, the last 5 seconds in a 15-minute video. So people are so shocked and stuff like that where it's like, I can't believe you did that. And so they exit out early and stuff like that. It's not that they can't. It's just the fact that it's so shocking because even I was one of those people when the certain Niji Sanji VTuber said that and I was like, I'd call for it, bro. Why would you say that? It's still an incredibly dumb thing for her to say. Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to hold it over her head, obviously, but I am going to keep that in the back of my mind being like, please don't ever say that again. Don't ever say it again. Ever. Please. Gosh. She should have been in phase before she said it. You're alright about that. Can I be real with you? If Pippa said the N-word, that would be the most hilarious thing I would have seen all day. That would have been the most hilarious. Her doing the slideshow was still funny though. But if she would have said it, that would have been hilarious. Like the fact people still think PewDiePie is racist because he did something once 10 years ago and hasn't done anything like that since. They do not trust internet to forgive. She probably got a real reaming by someone in the company after. What is it? Niji Sanji's like striking all the videos technically. What is it? It's because like what is it? She probably did, but it's also like Niji Sanji striking all the videos of just Enna looking bad. What is it? People were talking about a couple days ago how Niji Sanji was striking videos for the image of Enna endangered species. And so what ended up happening was that people were looking at the clips being like, why were you striking the clips? And if you've been following the Doki bird situation, you know why those clips were striked. Some people got some of the clips out of context, but for some of them, if you know the full context, it's a yikes. Clap, clap, too. Nice save. Endangered species. To be honest, if you really look into PewDiePie, never really did anything that bad. Like, what is it? Can I be real here? What is it? If you did it, just own up to it, and then move on from the situation, and just don't do it again. It's why I have respect for PewDiePie, even though I don't really like his content. Bro admitted that he messed up, and then you know what he did? He didn't do it again. That's it. That's it. That's the tea, guys. He proceeded to never do it again. No joke. No joke, most of the people he Twitter hates never did anything at all. Some people. So, what is it? I've encountered threads where some people actually do do everything wrong, but the problem is that they don't get as much flack as people who do bait post. A good example, EVA. We don't talk about EVA, but she was going through her pedo arc. And, well, we already know how she's doing. Not well. Most of his bad rap is from people in his fan base being dumb. Pretty much. Like, what is it? Yeah, some people absolutely did something, but the ones Twitter really hate didn't do anything bad at all. Yeah. Like Fillion. Well, granted, Fillion did bad, and then she did, Fillion did bad, and then she apologized for it, but it got cut out of context. And then, of course, if you know the Discord story, well, you had to be there to understand the full context. Was it? Like, I'm usually the one in Twitter replies defending people who have apologized or corrected themselves. The one that doesn't block me. The ones that don't block me. Pretty much. True, kind of similar to school, to be honest. Can I be real with you? People keep saying that VTubing is high school. What is it? Can I be absolutely real with you guys? People say that VTubing is like high school. No, it's not. Can I be absolutely honest with you? VTubing is elementary school. The amount of people who try to act all high and mighty, it reminds me of my elementary school days. Can I be real? Because, like, what is it? I don't talk about it. Excuse me. I don't talk about it often. But I do, like, kind of, like, allude to, like, some of my school days where, like, bullying happened. And some of the tactics that people use are the exact same tactics people used in elementary school. Elementary school. Your tactics are on par with a third grader. That's how dumb some of y'all are in the VTubing space. Can I be absolutely real with you? Elementary school level bullying. That's why I'm able to laugh at some of these people being like, oh, shut up. You have the tactics of my third grade bully. That one dude who was accused of bad thing that was then exonerated completely. Some people genuinely do not know this exoneration document exists. No one they followed covered it. It's so infuriating. I already know exactly who you're talking about, and it's one of the reasons why I stopped watching False ID for a bit. I know that guy. We all know who it is. We all know who it is. And if you don't know who it is, we're not going to, because it's linked to that person that I already hate. Well, I don't hate them, but I do want them to actually come out and apologize, but, you know, acting like a little Tiffany over there. But if I get into that, again, I'll get mad. Oh, I actually do hate that person. No, don't hate. Hate is such a strong term. That's why I say I don't hate. Even I had to delete, like, tweets where I said I hate someone. I don't really hate them, even if I do feel like I want to, because, let's be real here, I don't need to waste brain cells on you. But I will keep you in the back of my mind, and I will, if I ever do, I absolutely will put you on a blacklist of my own. Oh yeah, that's right! VTuber blacklist! I'm probably on so many people's blacklists at the moment, but I don't really give a crap. I feel so bad for the guy, but he was also a jerk, but didn't deserve that. If we're talking about who I think we're talking about, can I say their name? Taiga? I like Taiga. Because I felt really bad for Taiga. Now, I can't really follow his stuff because he does retweet a lot of, like, not safe for work stuff. But, like, I felt bad for them. Because the only one who reported on, like, Taiga's exoneration was Kyo. And that's only because False ID was on vacation that time. And I remember still reporting what happened to Taiga twice. And that's one of the reasons why, for a long time, I did not watch False ID. Because he covered Taiga's case in full, but he did not cover the exoneration. And that actually made me upset. Because I'm like, listen, if we're gonna report on dangers and stuff like that, because let's be real here, this was also during the time of like the Niji Sanji bias and stuff like that, because he would report in full when it came to Hololive and Niji Sanji. And in some cases, indie devs and stuff like that too, when like something really, really big happens. But like, you could have done that, bro. You reported on Taiga and the controversy surrounding them. You could have reported on the exoneration too. Even if you didn't like the person. It's about what happened now, not about what they did already. But hey, things happen. Rev did too. I think I remember that. Yeah, I like Taiga Kyo. Yeah. To be honest, in my school, people were like this. People like this is racist, that is racist, this is almost exclusively white kids saying this stuff. 90% of the time, it was not in fact racist. These kids desperately need a dictionary. Yeah, you're right. False Minecraft arc. Man, that was whack. Like, was he paid? The block game? I remember. Can I be real with you? I had no idea what he was referring to when he referred to Minecraft as block game. I think I kept thinking he was talking about Fall Guys. I probably made my list on so many people's radars now that I'm like bashing a bunch of things. But you know what? Who gives a crap? I just want to talk and have fun. I have my biases, and everyone has their biases out there, but the problem is, though, is if you let your bias control you, it's going to lead to a lot more hurt and pain in the future. It's what happened with False ID, where he was super biased towards Niji Sanji. He was super biased towards Niji Sanji. That bias was broken when they struck his channels. Same thing with Kyo, but the thing with Kyo was that he, he didn't really have a bias. Technically he had a bias, but Niji fans be like, you hate Niji Sanji, I hate Niji Sanji. See, he said he hates Niji Sanji. I think I need to work on my charmism, my charism. Listen, it's about what you do, bro. I've been doing, what is it? I think the reason for my, I guess, quote unquote charisma is the fact that I've always wanted to entertain people, even the most of awkward of situations. So that's where my thing comes from, because all I would do is just repeat YouTube jokes that I thought were funny to my family. And then now I'm here being a real entertainer and just kind of throwing my opinions and stuff out there. I just shoot what I shot and I don't care what happens. I try my best with what I do and then I move forward. I stopped watching False after the ant thing. That was one of the most blatant. You know what's funny about that? I actually remember seeing Aunt Hime's video on a certain VTuber a while ago. And I kind of saw it and moved forward, and I wasn't going to really watch it. I hadn't had it in the back of my memory. I didn't even add it to my watch later playlist. And then I watched it when it got flagged down. Immediately when it was put back up, I watched it because I'm like, all right, what do we have here? I started streaming, I checked my stream, and I'm so quiet, Kendra. No, listen, I'm quiet too. You just gotta engage. You gotta engage. You gotta engage. Engage with the people. Engage with the things. Are you chill? Are you cool? You just gotta kind of just go with the flow. What is it? For like the first, can I be real with you? For the first couple of years, in the first 2 years of VTubing, I talked to myself. I talked to myself about what I wanted to talk about. He does that, yeah. I talked to myself, and anybody who wanted to come in and join was free to join, but I talked to myself. for a long time. Every stream, I would draw and talk to myself until more people started coming in. You start doing that. No one is engaging, Lil. I'm very chill. Yeah. Here's the thing. I was a chill streamer like in the beginning too, because I was still getting used to streaming. Listen, just talk to yourself, and people will join in the conversation eventually. That's what I did. Remember when Depressed Rabbit got canceled for doing the thing everyone does nowadays? Okay, I actually remember that. The thing though is that you gotta admit, Depressed went a little bit too far with it. He did go a little too far because he was researching, he was finding videos that he should not have found. So, on the one hand, it was bad. On the other hand, you felt bad for him because he got canceled. But on the other hand, if you know what happened, technically yes. He did. Technically, yes, he did. He did technically go too far. Well, I remember that. To be honest, I'm actually really happy. He was a good source. He was getting paid, though. True. He also made a whole spiel about why Chicken Tuber was bad. What? Chicken Tuber was bad? What Chicken Tuber? I'm like, what Chicken Tuber? What Chicken Tuber? Are you talking about Kiara? The only one thing I can remember from him talking about, was it like Orange Lady? Tenma told him to screw off. That I do remember. I was like, dang. Listen, your reputation precedes you. She funny. Yep. If you're talking about Chicken Lady, are you talking about that time he called Kiara flat? Because they called Kiara flat. Flat booty. I don't watch Orange Lady. I like her though. Listen, I don't watch half the VTubers I actually want to watch because I'm too busy being a VTuber. I'm too busy being, what is it? I don't watch half of the people I watch because I'm too busy being a VTuber myself. All I can do is go to a bunch of watch later content that I have saved on my YouTube and just listen to that while I make assets and stuff. I will take your advice to heart. Listen. It's all about what you want to talk about, bro. That's one of the reasons why I unfortunately have not gone off of Twitter. Number one, it's the only other place I can advertise. The moment I actually get a decent following, like around probably 10,000 to 100,000, is the day that I probably hire a manager. Probably not hire a manager, but probably hire a manager. And tell myself, screw off Twitter. I'm out of here. I watch clips of many VTubers routinely attend full streams, a few. Kiara's peak autism, I love it. Oh, by the way, how's your clacky keyboard? Oh yeah, that's right, I did take a picture of that. So earlier today, I lost my pen. I lost my pen. And you're thinking, what pen? My drawing tablet pen. And I was looking around for 2 hours. And I found it all right. You know where it was? My black drawing pen was next to my black keyboard, leaning against my black keyboard on my black desk. I had been searching for 2 hours, by the way. Not gonna lie, that keyboard looks like a typing nightmare for me. I got it on purpose for like my birthday like a couple years back because I wanted a typewriter looking keyboard. It was actually supposed to be the small version, but me being visually illiterate didn't notice that I accidentally purchased the longer version. I meant to get a shorter version so that I would be able to type better when I when I'm drawing and wanting to talk about when I want to go for layers and stuff like that. I will refrain from making a joke about black keyboards. Who knew the black VTuber would have black items? Kuma Kuma the bear, hello! He's just stumbled in here being like, what happened here? Did I just walk in on... What did I wander into? Well, it's my time to go. Bye, Mirai. Thank you. We're actually going to wrap up in a few minutes. What about... Oh, no. Kuma. The struggle of being... No, never mind. Really? Yeah, no, we're gonna, like, what is it? You know what? We can actually, like, what is it? It's, like, close to 9 my time. Then I can wait. Like, what is it? It's, like, 8:54 now. We're like gonna wrap up at 9.
Like...
I love just chatting streams. You never know what you're gonna get. We're gonna have to change the title of this stream because we talked zero about the GEKIDAN INU CURRY book. She's going down with me again. I haven't even back a week since Black History Month. It hasn't even been a week since Black History Month. We were talking about sort of like Twitter racism. Then we kind of just went on the deep end. I try to avoid going on the deep end often because I can be illiterate and still try and make a point. Ken, when have you had a just chatting stream that went exactly to plan? To be honest, I have just chatting streams like this listen, I have just chatting streams like this on purpose so that we can just let the chaos rise. Little did I think that we would actually be talking about XQC and making fun of him a little bit. The shrugging one. Oh yeah, can I see that PNG of yours that's on your announcement tweet? It's adorable. You can thank Soul Slayer for that one. What is it? You know what? Why not? Well, let's bring that bad boy in for Soul Slayer. We'll bring him back for Soul Slayer. My beautiful chat. Was it art? It's not in here. I didn't put it in here. Let me see. Did I not? Or did I move it? I think I moved it. What is it? Did I not bring it in? I should have. Where is it? Thumbnail, no. Where is it? Where art thou? Where are you? Who are you? Oh, here it is. There you go. There we go, chat. Am I beautiful? Am I beautiful, chat? Hey, chat, am I beautiful? We're gonna sound like that one woman from Monsters Incorporated. And I know you will love it, guys. Yes, bully Soul Slayer. Oh yeah, he hates this. He didn't like the fact that I used it as a thing for He didn't like the fact that I used it as a part of the fan art for this week. Kendra's a walnut form.
Like...
So I pulled this out to make fun of him because I think it's funny. It's so cursed. Do I have to do paperwork now? Probably to Soul Slayer's ego. A little bit. Sorry, Soul Slayer, but I gotta do it to you. All right, everyone. I think that's enough for today. That's enough for the day. Let's find someone to raid. Let's put all the emojis in for chat. All the emotes in chat. This is not what I expected our stream to be, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I like that. Oh, no. You can continue burning Soul Slayer. I like that. Well, we're wrapping up in about 2 minutes, so maybe we can burn Soul Slayer's ego tomorrow, where we play Portal. Roast him like a chicken. What is it? And again, I'm gonna say this: don't harass anybody for who we talk about on stream. Don't harass anybody. Obviously, I can't stop you, but listen, I don't support harassment, but I do support clowning on people, and I can clown on as many people as I want because I can take clowning. So if you clown me as much as you want. Alright, we got Kaori, Lupine, we got Alpharad, we got Hexa, we got Ashton Merton, and we have Emo Shimo. Ashton is doing a retro game, and what is that retro game? Looks like Banjo-Kazooie. Emo Shimo is doing Just Dance Now. Hexa's doing Fallout New Vegas. Kaori's doing Just Chatting. I don't think we can raid Kaori. She's like shut that down for a bit. And Alpharad is doing Among Us. So, let's see. Dun-dun-dun-dun. She's going down with us boys. Let's go with Hexa. Looks like she's doing some Fallout, maybe probably wrap. Does she look like she's wrapping up for the day? Is she wrapping up for the day? I want to make sure. Like, let me see. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, it's over here. Ken, what? Gosh, I forgot I looked up terraformers earlier. What, Soul Slayer? I'm Ultra Omega late. Oh, don't worry, that's good. You didn't see what had happened. Oh, Jinjin's on with, Jinjin is on with Reverse 1999. Hexa, is she still doing? Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's head over to Hexa. Or okay, what is it? Jinjin's doing Reverse 1999. Emo Shimo is doing Just Dance. Man, what else? Bow, you're trapped. Let's see. Kuma the bear. Kuma? Jibbercool popped in. Oh, alright. We've hit our limit, guys. We've hit our time limit. I shall see thee next time for more Portal tomorrow. Bye!